Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lucy and this is my 3 to 4 month old daily routine or schedule. If you're new, I would love it if you would stick around and subscribe. I just post anything that helps me get through my everyday as a mom because it can be really hard, in the hopes that it will help someone out there as well. Before I get into my 3-month-old's daily routine, I just want to stop and, I don't know, just explain to you guys that I don't have my act together. My 3-month-old does not follow a routine really. It's easy to watch YouTube videos and say, oh, this mom, she has her kid on a routine, he's sleeping through the night, he's doing all these things, why can't I do it? And you can get really frustrated and think, what am I doing wrong? Okay, my 3-month-old is not on a routine. We are working there. And this is the routine we're working toward. I have this handy dandy, little chalkboard thing and it has this routine on it, but again, this is just landmarks. It's just a reminder of what we're working toward. I think by the time he's maybe 6 months old, we'll maybe have more of a real routine, but right now it's hit or miss. 3 months old is really hard to get your kid on a routine at all. In my experience, I have 3 and I haven't really been able to do it with any of them. The one thing we can control is when he wakes up, unless he's waking up too early, which if he wakes up, which mine is trying to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning, so I will not allow it, you know, even if he does stay up, I try to get him to go back down. I keep it quiet. I keep trying to give him his pacifier. I don't play with him and say, okay, fine, you can get up. Wake up is at 7 a.m. so I will wake him up if he's still sleeping, trying to get him on the routine of waking up at 7 and feeding at 7. So 7 a.m. is a wake and feed. Now Jack, my little he's 3.5 months right now. He really can't stay up longer than an hour and a half. It really depends on your baby though. So just look for those sleep cues. What he'll do is he'll start rubbing his eyes, he will yawn, and that tells me, okay, he's ready for his nap. So I don't say, okay, hour and a half, you will go down for a nap. No, it's more reading his cues. Are you tired again? Right around 8:30, he usually goes down for his first nap. Now, sometimes I am taking the boys to school with me, so this works out really well. I put him in his car seat, give him his pacifier, and he will go off. Again, sometimes not easily. Sometimes he cries a little bit first. I have to reach back, try to give him the pacifier behind me while I'm driving. This is not perfect. It's not beautiful. It's just making it work, right? I try to feed every 3-ish hours. So that's kind of where I am with that. Cause sometimes he will wake up from his first nap after 45 minutes. And then sometimes he'll sleep longer to 2 hours. So it just depends. Usually he's waking up after 45 minutes and he's still tired. And so if he does do this, I will try, not very hard, but I will try to put him back down. I will try to not take him up and turn the lights on. I'll try to give him his pacifier and shush him back to sleep. But again, not very hard. If he's like, no, I'm not doing this, then I just get him up and we just do the same thing over again. Ideally, when he wakes up from that nap, it will be around 10-ish. So I fed him at 7. So I will be feeding him when he wakes up from that nap, up for an hour and a half, and then back down again. So I have the 11, somewhere around 11:30 back down for nap number 2. 1 p.m. a feed, a little bit of play, and then back down between 2 and 2:30 for nap number 3. 4 p.m. feed. So again, I'm having feeds every 3 hours. So it's gonna be 7, 10, 1, 4, and then right before bed. But if he's hungry, if he's showing me, hey, I'm hungry, then I'm just feeding him. I can get really caught up in trying to stay on a routine. I find if I really try to stick to this hard, I get frustrated because he's not ready for it yet and I'm trying to force it. So I have to constantly remind myself hey, just go with the flow. You will get there in a routine. I think with having the other 2 and remembering the routine, it's okay, when are we gonna get there? And I'm kind of rushing it, but I need to settle back down. That's my advice. If you're trying to look for a routine for your 3-month-old, just settle it down, ladies. This is where it gets screwy. So the morning, I kind of got the morning, we kind of got it figured out, but normally what we have been doing is another short nap, going down between 5 and 5:30 and only napping for like 30-ish minutes. We want to have him up by 6:30. We try to put him to bed between 7 and like 8:30. Depending on when that last nap ends. Jack has been trying to wake up at 5 a.m. So I was like, well, maybe 7 p.m. is too early of a bedtime. I read that like they can't really sleep for 12 hours yet. They're not ready for that much consolidated sleep. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put him to bed a little bit later. And the first night I did it, it worked perfectly. And I was like, yes. And then the second night, it didn't work at all. He was still up at 5 a.m. again. So again, I like got really excited. I was like, okay, we're doing this, we're doing it. And then like, babies just change so quickly that you can't like depend on them to stay the same. And that's it. That's what we do so far. That's as close to a routine as I can get with this little guy. So I hope this was helpful. Just take a breath, mamas. You will get there. You will get to a routine little by little, but it does help to like have this in your mind so that again, you can slowly, gently push them in the right direction. They are changing so quickly, but if you can just gently get them in that direction, it really does help. Keep your cool, mamas. You're doing such a great job. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
So he's like he found this new word.